guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Soph. For today's video we're going to be doing my May TBR. Now, April wasn't a good month for me. Please excuse all the bandages on my fingers. I'm having a dermatological crisis. But April was not great because I was actually really ill for the first half of April with a flu-y thing that just went on and on and on. Stopped me from filming, stopped me from streaming, literally stopped me from doing anything because I couldn't speak without having a coughing fit, and it just was not a good time. So I didn't get a whole lot of my TBR done last month, which is a shame because the books that I picked last month I actually continuously wanted to read. Like, you guys know that I mood read, and when I pick my TBR there's no guarantee that those books are going to remain on my TBR for the whole month. But the books that I chose actually did stay on my mind, but I just couldn't get them done. I just had no energy whatsoever and I just couldn't do anything basically. And there's been some changes in my home life as well with routine. Everything just really spun out of control and my reading life suffered. So I'm gonna keep most of those books on my TBR for this month, because I do still really want to get to a lot of them. If you want to know what those books are, please go check out last month's TBR. It's all Romantasy books. This month is a very similar vibe. I've just picked up some different ones. And this one also includes some Kindle Unlimited picks as well. But I'm just going to stop rambling and just get on into it. So the first book is, I don't know if you, this isn't really Romantasy, but it is Unravel Me by Tahira Mafi, which is the second book in the Shatter Me series. And I read Shatter Me probably like 2 years ago and I absolutely loved it. It was so fast and easy to read. I couldn't believe that I hadn't picked it up before, so I thought it was finally time to pick up the next book and carry on with our story. I'm sure most of you know what the Shatter Me series is about, but the first one follows a dystopian world where there's like an establishment, and our main character Juliet is kept in this room because she has an ability where if anyone touches her they die basically. And we have the commander of this establishment trying to use her as a weapon. And then we have a boy that she grew up with who is trying to get close to her, I believe. I can't remember the specifics, but I remember how the story ended. And this one obviously just picks up where we left off. This one is quite a bit chunkier as well, but it's just such an easy YA read. And I don't typically reach for YA that often, but it is nice to throw in a easy to read book amongst all the heavy fantasy. So I'm actually really looking forward to carrying on with this. This book is now a 8-book series from the back of this anyway. It could be more now, but I've only got the original 4. So I'm not sure if I'll go through all 8. I don't know if you need to. I don't know if it follows the same plot or if it breaks into a separate plot after the 4th one, but we shall see. But yes, that's number 1. On the topic of YA, we also have Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the last book in the Naturals series, which follows a group of talented and gifted teenagers that are recruited by the FBI because they have abilities, not special abilities, but they're very good at doing certain things that are highly useful for the FBI. So they work on cold cases. It's kind of like Criminal Minds, but teenagers in a book. That's the easiest way to explain it. I love Criminal Minds and I love this series, and this is the final one, which is why I've been putting it off because I don't really want it to end. And if anyone knows any other books that are like Criminal Minds, please let me know because I'm all about that. But yeah, I can't really tell you much about this one without spoiling the rest of them, but I believe this wraps up one of the mysteries that kind of goes through all the book. And yeah, so I'm just excited to find out. I'm excited to get to the end of that mystery, but I'm sad that the series is ended because I really enjoyed the series. I also really enjoyed the Inheritance games by her as well, so I just really enjoy her writing. We then have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. This is actually a Kindle Unlimited book, but they've just released it in hardback and I saw it and I was like, wow. And this month I read Ashes and the Starcust King, so I'm fully caught up with the Crowns of Nyxia duet, and this is part of that world. So there is another 2 books as well that is part of this like world. I'm not sure how many I'll read because I will eventually get tired of the world and need to like branch off to something else. But this follows an assassin girly who is tasked with the mission to infiltrate the vampire conqueror's army, earn his trust and kill him. Selena's orders are clear. Atreus cannot live, yet Selena cannot deny her growing attraction to Atreus. A connection that is forbidden by her vows. A connection that could cost her everything. I love assassin slash target romances. I don't know why. I don't know why. There was a big, I was going to say something, but that would have been a major spoiler. There is similar vibes in other books, and I really enjoyed them, so I do have high hopes for this. I also just love the world that is in the Crowns of Nyxia world, so I'm excited to read this one, and it's not even that long. I hope it's still on Kindle Unlimited though, because this is a pretty book and I don't really want to ruin it. We then have Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, which this isn't a Crowns of Nyxia novel, it's actually a The War of Lost Hearts novel, but I believe it is set in the same like realm that the Crowns of Nyxia novels are based in. So it says here, a life in slavery taught Tisana how to survive with nothing but a sharp eye, a quick mind and a touch of magic. But the night she tried to buy her freedom, she nearly paid with her life. Instead, she murdered the most powerful man in Thrall. Forced to flee, she has only one chance at saving those she left behind, pledging herself to the Orders, an organisation of magic wielders strong enough to destroy her former masters. To earn her place, Tisana is forced into an apprenticeship with Max Farlion, a handsome and reclusive fire wielder who despises the Orders. He has no interest in helping her, but as the Orders' grip tightens around them both, his bloody past may be the key to her future, or their downfall. Under looming war, Tisana must master her magic and survive the Order's demands, and as her feelings for Max deepen, she is forced to decide how much she is willing to trade away for revenge. The Orders have bigger plans for Tisana, darker plans, but Tisana will stop at nothing to save those she abandoned, even if it means forfeiting her freedom and sacrificing her heart. Even if it means wielding death itself. Doesn't that sound so good? And it's a floppy paperback, which is amazing because this one hasn't been picked up traditionally yet, I don't think. Or at least I got it before it was. I don't know if I'm saying any of those names right. We will soon find out, but yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. A lot of people don't like this one as much as the Serpent and the Wings of Night series, but I was like severely let down by the Serpent and the Wings of Night series. Not because it was bad, but because people hyped it up so much, I had much higher expectations and I just didn't meet them. Like, there was no, I thought I was going to give like 5-6 stars, and I was like, okay, this is a 4. There's no like, I don't have that feeling of a 5-star. So maybe I'll be the opposite and be obsessed with this one. We then have Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I love Kerri Maniscalco's writing. I ate up Kingdom of the Wicked series, apart from the last one. That was not really a vibe, but we move. The Stalking Jack the Ripper, love. Literally my favourite book of last year, I think. And this is set in the world of Kingdom of the Wicked, but this one follows... So Kingdom of the Wicked follows the Prince of Wrath from the 7 Princes of Hell. This one follows Envy and his story. So Envy enters a devil's bargain with a painter who is in debt. A bargain that reveals secrets and ignites passions that neither of them expects. Say no more. I just really love Kerri Maniscalco's writing in Kingdom of the Wicked. So I'm very excited to dive back into that world, but from a different perspective. Honestly, it's probably too much, but I hope she does one for like all the princes. I would buy them. I would auto buy them every single time. And this one actually does have a book or 2 more out. I'm pretty sure I've seen at least one other book out, so I need to get this one read so that I can get the other one in hardback as well, because all my Kingdom of the Wicked books are hardback too. So I'm kind of keeping the theme here. But yeah, if you read this, please let me know what you thought. I haven't actually looked at any reviews, so I'm hoping it's a good book. Another by Carissa Broadbent is The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Her titles honestly have me in tongue twisters. So this is part of the Crowns of Nyxia world, but it's part of the Shadowborn duet, and I believe it follows Misha from Serpent and the Wings of night. Yes, so this is the story of Misha after the events of the Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. Misha is one of the main characters in the other series. Well, she's not a main character, she's like a side character. She's the best friend of one of the main characters, and she was turned into a vampire. And some things happened in the other duet that created the situations that are in this book. And I'm really excited to have Misha as a main character because she was really funny and quirky and just a lovable character in the other duet. So I'm very excited to see her story from afterwards and see her romance bloom with someone that I don't believe we have met yet. So that's very exciting. And finally, for the physical copies, it is Fear the Flames, which has been on my TBR before. It is dragons, it is romance, it is fantasy. What more could you want? It kind of has a Rapunzel feel to it and a Game of Thrones feel to it. This follows a girl whose father is like the ruler of the kingdom, and when she's, I don't know if it's when she was born or when she was like little, but she bonded to 3 dragons, which like nobody has done in hundreds of years. And the king decides no, because he's scared that with these 3 dragons being bonded to her, she will have power to overthrow him when she is old enough to decide to. So he locks her away in a tower and takes her dragons away from her, and I believe this follows her journey back to her dragons and maybe taking revenge on her father. But either way, it sounds amazing. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But I'm very excited for this one. And then last but not least is a couple of Kindle Unlimited picks. The first one being Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, which has been all over TikTok, all over BookTube. I've had it in my Kindle Unlimited library for so long, but I just keep not picking it up. And it's basically like Caraval meets A Court of Thorns and Roses. That's how it's described. It says here, there are only 2 rules to the game: stay alive and don't fall in love. When Ophelia's sister disappears, there's only one way to save her. Ophelia must enter Phantasma, a deadly contest inside a haunted mansion, and claim its prize, a single wish. That already has me obsessed. Haunted mansion, deadly games, magic, literally what more could you want? Phantasma is a maze of twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms, of demons and temptations. Ophelia will face 9 challenges, each more dangerous than the last. There can only be one winner, and the other contestants will stop at nothing to eliminate their rivals. Every day, the house creates new monsters, but just as Ophelia's fears threaten to overwhelm her, a mysterious stranger offers her a bargain. Charming, arrogant, and infuriatingly attractive Blackwell claims he can guide her through the lethal trials ahead. All he asks in return is 10 years of her life. Ophelia knows that she shouldn't trust him. Blackwell doesn't seem dangerous, but appearances can be deceptive. Worse still, she feels a dark and irresistible attraction drawing them closer and closer. Her life is on the line, but in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. Doesn't that sound amazing? That's one that I really, really want to get read this month. And then if I can, I would like to read the next book in the Gods and Monsters series, which is Throne of Broken Gods. The first one was Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole, and that followed Diana, who was like a demon thing. I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't read it. And she's been tasked to hunt down an ancient relic, which was held by her enemy, an army led by Sam Kiel, also known as the World Ender. And things transpire, alliances are made, and the ending of the book was so like, oh my god, that I feel like I'm ready to go back to it. But again, it is like a fairly chunky book, so I'm not sure. But as you can see, I have a lot of choices this month, plus the ones from last month that I couldn't get around to. So fingers crossed I can actually get a good amount read this month. I just finished reading The Hunger Games, or listened to The Hunger Games, which was so good. I don't know why I've never read them before. So much like wasn't added in the films, and now I see why everyone is obsessed with like the new books coming out. So I'm now in the Hunger Games game as well. But yeah, so this is my very lengthy TBR without all the extra books on it as well. But please let me know what you are planning to read in the month of May and what you have read in the month of April. What you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy. Let's have a discussion in the comments below. If you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up, it really helps, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave so you don't miss the next video. Bye guys!